Hello everybody, General Gonorrhea here with Master Angry U Gig in the background.
Hello.
Hello. Anyway, little video kind of showing you what things I do to make the somewhat okay cash pile that I have. 22 mil obviously isn't very much for those players who are looking for higher end gear. Higher end being bandos, armadillo, and all that stuff. I actually haven't checked how much armadillo is lately, but for those who are starting out with little cash, this might be for you. I'm gonna try not to spend the whole 22 mil to show you that you have to have, some epic gear just to have good things going for you. Gear that I usually use, if I'm gonna, for instance, just for money making, one thing that I will do is bot killing out at the Green Dragons. I don't really have a specific world I use for this because obviously you use the same world too many times. PKers get to know your routine, and yeah, anyway, easy way to lose. Um, some gear that I do use is Royal D'hide with a Polypore staff. Usually I will use a Polypore staff on a lot of Slayer stuff too. So, but I figure Polypore staff kind of does the work for you, hitting constant 300s. So it's definitely useful. For those of you, I believe it's 85 magic or so. I'm not entirely sure. I have to check that. I actually have always had, or I've always, ever since the Polypore came out, I had 94 plus magic, so I never really worried about much. Um, I believe it's under weapons. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, you need 80 for the Polypore staff and stick, and of course 85, or not 80. Wow, just 80 farming to repair it fully. Of course, I bought right away for 538k. That's the only thing that I can actually find that's a problem with the Polypore staff is the cost. Obviously, it's probably not gonna go down, and it's good that it's up. So, uh, anyway, so and if you don't have, well, if you don't have the money for a Polypore staff, obviously there's other alternatives. High magic level for me really is kind of recommended because you're using Polypore staff, which does a lot of work for you for uh, the cost. So obviously you get what you pay for, really. Of course, teleblock runes. I recommend 85 magic if you're gonna mage them, mainly for teleport block because they will run south below 20 wilderness until you tap out. Or if you're going with a group to have somebody who has the regular spell book with 85 plus magic. And for food, honestly, it's all up to you. What do you want to spend? What do you want for food wise? Um, say you're going for just a few kills and you just want to get a couple bones, then lobster or shark. If you're worried, if you're a little bit conscientious of PKers possibly being out there to kill you after you've already done all your stuff, rocktail. Really, like I said, it's all up to you. It's all completely, it's your money that you're going to be spending. I'll click that too quick. All right. Um, for potions going out in the wilderness, honestly, like I said, it's all up to you. Your inventory setup is really up to you. Like I said, this is what I'm recommending. I'm not gonna sit here and say you have to have this for this. Give me a little magic. And for me too, I also take Terrorbird out. Yeah, Terrorbird out there. Generally just for the extra space in my, or the extra space to have. It's nice to have some extra food, of course. Like I said, for the extra kills. You can fill your Terrorbird up with food, and then of course your inventory. I wouldn't recommend filling your inventory all the way up though, mainly just because it's, you don't want to take out so much food and then have more food than you really need. It all depends on your magic level. So let's teleport him. He seems to be running somewhere, thinking he's going. Ooh, come at me, bro. Alright, come on. Yeah, I think he's trying to teleport somewhere because he's down past 20 wilderness. Look at that Polypore doing work for me. See 205? That's not bad. Now, of course, prayer from or protect from melee is definitely a good thing out here because most of the bots are melee. I actually have not seen one that's range or mage at all. Um, like I said, it's doing work for me, doing a lot of good stuff. Usually I get a couple like really good hits above 200. Of course, you're not gonna get, you're not gonna hit 200 plus all the time. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, let me go ahead and take my prayer off. And there you go. Of course. Law rune, I can always use more of those for my teleport blocks. Unfortunately, they don't drop chaos or death runes around here, I don't believe, so it's not really a good thing. Of course, one thing I forgot to mention earlier, you need an anti-dragon shield. That's probably pretty crucial out here. I just didn't bring one, like I said, for welfare gear. So let me collect all these bones. I'll block that specific bot. Mainly because you're gonna get the most bones from that. There are gonna be times when you're not gonna get as lucky. I'll try and get one of those in here. He's gonna run a little bit north, not really out of my zone for being, or not really out of able to be worried about. Go ahead and use my melee prayer to protect from melee, of course. 293, always a good hit. 294 or 242. And you see he's eating quite a bit too. That's generally a sign that you might not want to kill him. If you see him eat more than 3 or 4, usually you might just want to go ahead and back off. It's pretty much just a waste of food for you. But of course, these always drop bass too, or cooked bass, which is not a bad idea. See, there you go. I didn't get anything from him. That's not very surprising. Now those you will get, of course. Like I said, usually if you catch the ones that are running south and you have like 85 plus magic, running south is a good sign that they might be a full inventory, no food, so you're probably not going to have too much of a hard. Alright, so bot killing obviously not going to be your best bet. There are other things you can do. A lot of things that you are probably going to find that might make cash is Slayer. One thing I get for Slayer that I usually bank a lot on is the Black Demon task. I believe I've got like 168 of them, and if you figure you get Infernal Ashes and you collect them all, and actually bank and sell them to the Ashes. So that's 333k right there. If you figure if you maybe spend, or if you're just kind of using welfare gear for me might just be rune. I mean, I can't say I have welfare gear because I don't even have gear right now. I wasn't prepared to make this. I just kind of screwed the moment. Of course, rune's probably not going to be your best bet. If you, like I said, the more money you have, the better off you're going to be. Prayer potions are probably recommended there. Prayer renewals would be a good thing, so you slow down your use to prayer. If you take Infernal Urns, which just, I think it requires 80 crafting to activate with an air rune, you can get prayer experience from that. That's always a good thing to get. It wouldn't surprise me in the absolute least bit. Bossing is probably going to be a good thing too. You're probably not going to be able to boss if you're watching this, or you're probably not able to boss if you're watching this video. I know a lot of people get this is for people who don't, or who need help making money. A way that I've actually made money lately, I bought a ton of steel bars and made cannonballs. I'm not going to sit here and say that that's the best way. You're looking to make about 200 GP profit for each bar that you make into 4 cannonballs. That also requires a quest. I'm not entirely sure which one, but it will. It's gonna make a difference. I actually calculated out today. If you spend 417 mil on it, you're probably not gonna have 417 mil, just out of the blue, but you'll make about 100 mil. Obviously, as you make the money, you can still spend more. Let's see. And I said 100 mil, not 100 bill. I just realized that it's down a little bit like that. Some other skills that you can make money with. Mining. I know these are all boring things. Mining you can make money with. Woodcutting. That's. I've never been a really big fan of woodcutting. It's just not my cup of tea. But that's one thing. Usually you can make money with farming herbs. It's probably not the most recommended. I doubt you can even make money with construction. That's probably impossible. If you find a way, please send me a link, or please send me a private message. I would love to know. Rune crafting, that's definitely a good thing. Magic, I got 99 through alching, and if you find the right things to alch, if you buying your nats with the right things to alch, you can always make money off of that. Granted, most things that you're gonna make money with are gonna cost around 70k each. I'm not sure all of you want to spend 70k just to make 200-300 GP each time. I don't do rune crafting as much. That's just a suggestion. cooking, I believe it said that you can make money with cooking sharks. Anyway, that's about all I do. Honestly, I got 90 fishing and I don't even fish anymore. I just kind of quit. That's all I do. Use all the variations. Well, um, all I can really say is try your best to make money. Don't die in the wilderness if you go bot killing, and hey, have a damn good day.